Torchic has a flame sac inside its belly that burns continuously. Combusken can deliver 10 powerful kicks every second with its strong legs. Blaziken has incredibly powerful legs and can leap over a 30-story building with ease. Mudkip uses the fin on its head to sense water currents and detect danger. Marshtomp has a slimy body coating that lets it play in mud without drying out. Swampert is strong enough to drag a boulder weighing more than a ton. Poochyena chases its prey relentlessly until the victim becomes exhausted. Mightyena always follows the commands of skilled trainers and hunts in coordinated packs. Zigzagoon is extremely curious and wanders in zigzag paths while searching for things. Linoon can run at 60 miles per hour but must stop completely to turn corners. Wurmple loves eating leaves and defends itself using the spikes on its rear. Silcoon drinks dew gathered on its silk and waits quietly for evolution. Beautifully looks beautiful but is aggressive and strikes prey with its long mouth. Cascoon endures intense internal heat to build strength for its evolution. Dustox scatters toxic dust while flying and is instinctively attracted to light. Lotad resembles a floating leaf and carries small Pokémon across water. Lombre is a nocturnal prankster that tugs fishing lines to scare anglers. Ludicolo grows stronger and more energetic whenever it hears festive music. Trico has small hooks on the bottoms of its feet that allow it to climb vertical walls. Grovyle moves so quickly through the jungle that it is nearly impossible to catch. Skeptile nurtures trees using nutrient-rich seeds stored on its back. Seedoke clings to tree branches and absorbs moisture to survive. Nuzleaf plays a grass flute whose sound strikes fear into those lost in forests. Shiftry can generate winds strong enough to blow away entire houses. Tylo is small but brave and challenges foes much larger than itself. Swellow dives at steep angles to catch prey while keeping its wings dry. Wingull glides smoothly by catching sea winds without flapping its wings. Pelipper works as a courier, safely carrying Pokémon or eggs inside its large beak. Roltz senses human emotions through the horns on its head and hides from hostility. Curlier dances when it feels happiness, creating distortions in the air. Gardevoir has psychic power strong enough to create a small black hole to protect its trainer. Surskit releases oil from its feet, allowing it to walk across water. Masquerain intimidates enemies using eye-like patterns on its antenna wings. Shroomish releases toxic spores from its head when it senses danger. Breloom stretches its short arms elastically to unleash devastating punches. Slakoth moves so little that its heart beats only once every minute. Vigoroth can never sleep because its blood constantly surges with energy. Slaking spends most of its time lying down to conserve its incredible power. Nincada lives underground for years, feeding on nutrients from tree roots. Ninjask moves so fast that it cannot be seen by the naked eye. Shedinja is an empty shell said to steal the soul of anyone who looks into the hole on its back. Whismur is usually quiet, but when startled, it screams as loudly as a jet engine. Loudred bellows with such force that it can destroy a wooden house using only its voice. Makuhita toughens its body by slamming into trees and practicing sumo wrestling. Hariyama has a body like solid rock and can stop a moving train with a single slap. Azurill spins its tail like a lasso to fling itself through the air. Nosepass has a magnetic nose that always points north like a compass. Skitty is fascinated by moving objects and chases its own tail until dizzy. Delcatty prefers a free life and never lives in a permanent nest. Sableye eats rocks and gemstones, causing its eyes to turn into jewels. Mawile uses its innocent face to lure enemies before biting with massive steel jaws. Aaron eats iron ore and sometimes chews railroad tracks to strengthen its body. Lyran fights rivals for territory using iron absorbed from mineral-rich water. Agron claims entire mountains as its territory and defends them fiercely. Meditite sharpens its spiritual power through intense yoga training. Medicham uses dance-like movements to dodge attacks and increase strength. Electrike stores electricity in its fur and releases it when the air is dry. Manectric is born from lightning and creates thunderclouds above its head. Plusle creates electric pom-poms to cheer on teammates. Hoenn values its teammates more than itself and supports them with blue sparks. Volbeat communicates by drawing glowing patterns across the night sky. Illumise attracts Volbeat with a sweet aroma and guides their displays. Roselia fires sharp thorns at anyone threatening the flowers on its arms. Gulpin has a stomach that makes up most of its body and digests nearly anything. Swalot swallows prey whole and dissolves it with acid strong enough to melt iron. Carvanha has jaws powerful enough to tear through boat holes and attacks in vicious swarms. Sharpedo swims at incredible speed and regrows its fangs instantly. Whelmer stores water inside its body and bounces across beaches like a ball. Wailord is the largest Pokémon and can dive 10,000 feet on a single breath. Numel carries magma hotter than 2,200 degrees inside its body. Camerupt has volcanoes on its back that erupt when it becomes enraged. Torkoal burns coal inside its shell and releases smoke like a steam engine. Spoink bounces non-stop to keep its heart beating and carries a psychic pearl. Grumpig uses black pearls on its body to amplify psychic power. Spinder has a unique spot pattern and walks in a dizzy, unsteady way. Trapinch digs cone-shaped pits in the desert and waits for prey to fall in. Vibrava creates ultrasonic waves by vibrating its wings. Flygon is known as the spirit of the desert because its wings sound like singing. Cacnea releases a strong aroma from its flower to attract prey. Cacturn follows travelers at night, waiting for them to become exhausted. Swablu has soft, cloud-like wings and is not afraid of people. Altaria looks like a floating cloud and sings in a beautiful soprano voice. Zangoose is immune to poison, allowing it to battle venomous snakes. Seviper sharpens its blade-like tail against rocks. Lunatone becomes active during full moons and floats using telekinesis. Solrock absorbs sunlight by day and releases intense heat while spinning. Barboach coats its body in slime to resist germs and slide through mud. Whiscash is extremely territorial and causes massive earthquakes in swamps. Corfish survives polluted water and eats almost anything. Crawdaunt violently throws intruders out of its territory with powerful pincers. Baltoy moves by spinning on one foot and was discovered in ancient ruins. Claydol is an ancient living doll that fires beams from its many eyes. Lileep disguises itself as seaweed and traps prey with its tentacles. Cradley melts prey with strong acid on the ocean floor. Anorith swims using 8 wing-like legs and hunts with sharp claws. Armaldo wears heavy armor that repels attacks and crushes stone with ease. Phoebus looks shabby but can survive in almost any water. Milotic is known for its beauty and its power to calm angry hearts. Cusform changes its form depending on the weather. Kecleon changes its body color to blend perfectly with its surroundings. So tell me, what do you want to see next? Drop your ideas in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel for more interesting content like this.